By leveraging strengths and resources of complementary businesses, or a business that's completely different but has a complementary and similar customer base, any small business can really forge meaningful and impactful collaborations and partnerships that will not only drive growth in your revenue, but it can also drive sustainability when you go to scale. Strategic partnerships can truly be a game changer for most small businesses, and it will drive growth and enhance customer satisfaction. Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of the Candy Valentino Show. Thanks so much for tuning in and spending this time with me today as we dive into what I feel is a very critical element of business growth and something that isn't really talked about quite enough, which is strategic partnerships. Whether you're just starting out in business or you're looking to grow to your next revenue benchmark, or you're looking to scale, understanding how to leverage partnerships can make all of the difference. So let's just jump right into it. Strategic partnerships are, in summary, a collective alliance between businesses that are just aimed at the same goal: mutual growth and mutual success in business. Now, these can take on many forms, whether it's a joint venture, a co-marketing agreement, sharing technology. There are a variety of ways that businesses can leverage partnerships to combine their strengths, their resources, their expertise, their customer base to really achieve goals more quickly that might be challenging if they want to reach them alone. And one of the biggest advantages to strategic partnerships is gaining access to new markets. By teaming up with another company that has a strong presence in a specific industry or community or state or region or segment or vertical, you can expand your business and your customer base significantly without it costing a lot of capital. So let's review a couple of examples so you could think of just different ways you may be able to use a strategic partnership or an alliance in your business without using the traditional sales and marketing levers that we normally use when we want to go out and acquire new customers. Let's say there's a local bakery that partners with a nearby coffee shop. By offering pastries in the coffee shop, the bakery is going to gain access to new customers who may not have visited their standalone location. And in return, the coffee shop is enhancing its menu offerings that provides a better or maybe more comprehensive experience for its customers. There are a lot of other ways that Main Street America, regular business owners, whether you're brick and mortar service or product, can leverage a strategic partnership. You could be a boutique clothing company and you partner with a local jeweler. You can have a retail store. Maybe you offer clothing at your store and you partner with a jewelry company to create an exclusive collection or collaboration, which can attract customers that are seeking maybe unique pieces that aren't available anywhere else. Imagine a food truck. You can have two food trucks, one that specializes in burgers, another one that has special ice cream. By partnering together, parking your food truck side by side at local events or festivals, you can create this culinary experience, if you will, for customers. Each one of those food trucks would benefit from the other. Another great example of this is a small, maybe a fitness studio or a gym that partners up and has a strategic collaboration or partnership with a nutritionist, someone that offers packages that combines workout sessions with personalized nutrition plans. This not only attracts the same type of customer, but it provides added value and expertise that maybe another business that stands alone couldn't potentially offer. This could also be something with maybe if you have a space, whether a co-working space or you offer business services, leveraging one or the other. If you're the co-working space, partnering with a business service provider, whether it's graphic design or IT or business consulting, you can bundle services together, providing the workspace along with the services that they may need: branding, web development, tech support. This, again, not only enhances the value proposition for the tenants of the co-working space, but it strengthens the ecosystem and supports all small businesses in the community. And there are endless examples of this. Let's say it's a local community bookstore that's an independent, and it collaborates with local authors to host book signing events and maybe special author readings. By featuring the works of the local literary talent, the bookstore can enhance its reputation as a cultural hub and support the careers of aspiring writers. It can also increase traffic into their store that otherwise might have been buying that book on Amazon. Another great example is if you have a product and you can partner with somebody in service. And a great example of this would be pet grooming and pet supplies, right? You have service, the pet grooming, and then you have supplies, the product-based company. If you have a pet grooming salon and you're partnering with a nearby pet supply store to offer grooming and care packages, maybe customers who book grooming services will receive discounts on those supplies or vice versa. This partnership would enhance convenience, which anytime we can enhance convenience for our customers, that is going to drive foot traffic and overall sales and lifetime customer value. But it also creates a win-win scenario that really strengthens their position in that market for pet services. And we can leverage this in a bunch of different ways, but we can also look at the really big corporations that do this, like Starbucks and Spotify. Starbucks partnered with Spotify to create personalized music lists for customers while in their store. Again, enhancing foot traffic and the overall customer experience. Another example, Nike and Apple, two juggernauts in their industries, partnered together to integrate Nike technology into Apple products, creating a more seamless fitness tracking experience for their customers. These are just a few examples that illustrate the versatility of strategic partnerships and how you can use it to foster innovation, to expand your market reach, to enhance the customer experience across a variety of industries. Because by leveraging strengths and resources of complementary businesses, or a business that's completely different but has a complementary and similar customer base, any small business can really forge meaningful and impactful collaborations and partnerships that will not only drive growth in your revenue, but it can also drive sustainability when you go to scale. Strategic partnerships can truly be a game changer for most small businesses, and it will drive growth and enhance customer satisfaction. But what are a few strategies that we can use to form these effective partnerships so that we can increase our chance of them being successful? Well, I'm so glad you asked, because there are a few things we want to make sure that we do. It is crucial to approach partnerships strategically and the right way. The number one reason businesses fail all leads back to money, whether it's lack of income, lack of sales, lack of profit, not having funding. But the other outside situation from that, the number one reason that businesses fall apart or have strife or almost fail is because of partnerships. Now, we're not talking about equity partnerships on this podcast today, although maybe that would be a future episode. We're talking about strategic partnerships, collaborations with other businesses, not a partnership that you're giving equity in your business to. Totally different conversation. But I wanted to make sure to tee that up because there could still be problems if it is not set up correctly in the beginning. So we want to make sure that we're approaching this right so that we can increase our chances of success. And that starts by number one, clearly define the goals of this strategic partnership and the expectations of such on the outset. When you start, really get clear on that. What does this strategic partnership look like if we're successful? Clearly define that and set your expectations. Number two, it's establishing mutual benefits to assure alignment in values and vision of what this strategic partnership is going to look like. You want to make sure that you have the conversation with the other entrepreneur or with the business development director, whoever you're going to be working with, that you can align and make sure that your benefits are in alignment and that the values and visions you have for this specific strategic partnership and your businesses overall are aligned together. 3 is maintain open communication and be transparent through the partnership. You want to make sure that you can call on that other business owner or whoever it is that you're working with, have an open conversation about something that may be going right, may be going wrong. Having that clear expectation in the beginning and being able to communicate about it is going to set you up for success. And last but not least, number 4, the most boring of them, but probably the very most important, which is to have proper documentation and legal contracts. Any financial or organizational obligations need to be outlined so you increase your chances of having a successful partnership and not additional issues. Now, if only life was all sunshine and rainbows and there weren't any downsides. If only. We do need to talk about, because yes, there is a massive list of benefits that can come with a strategic partnership, but you also want to make sure that you see the other side of the coin, because there could potentially be some challenges, like the risk of dependency on partners. A strategic collaboration or partnership is great, but if that is the only way that you're driving business, if that's the only way you're acquiring customers, well, your stool is not going to be very stable. We need 3 legs to that stool. And if this is the only way that you're depending on your partners to drive your business, that is a recipe for disaster. The other thing you want to just be careful of course, there can always be potential conflicts when you bring in another set of ideas, another business, another entrepreneur. And there can be conflicts in that decision making, which is why it goes back to what I said before. Always make sure that you have clear goals and expectations in alignment before you start. And then also, you just want to make sure that you don't have the challenge of operational processes. When you do a strategic partnership, how are we going to track the success of this partnership so that we can measure the ROI on that effort and make sure that it is worth doing again? With careful planning, with clear agreements, a lot of these challenges can be managed, your risk can be mitigated, and even minimized, but you can be effective in ensuring that you are structuring a very beneficial and rewarding partnership for you and your business. Because here's the reality. From local collaborations to industry alliances, partnerships really can open new doors to new markets, new capabilities, new market share. It can diversify your customer segment and really drive innovation. So as you navigate the complexities of business, I just want you to consider, how could a strategic partnership be beneficial in your business? It could potentially be the key for you to have greater growth and greater scale in your business so that you can grow and move forward faster and with more sustainability. Okay, guys, thanks so much for tuning in and spending this time with me today. That's all for today's episode. Don't forget to subscribe for more insights and inspiration, because your net worth will always be limited to your knowledge. I'm Candy Valentino. Thanks for tuning in. Until next time.